Hello, my name is Susan, 57, 5'4", size 2022. I have just returned from a last minute dash into town. Oh, do not leave last minute dashes into town till the 20th of December. That's all I can recommend. But unfortunately, you're not going to get to see this video till tomorrow, which will be the 21st. And then I should imagine, as it's a Saturday, it's going to be even busier. So many things that I'd put off buying or I'd forgotten to buy, so it was a mad dash round the shops. But of course I couldn't resist a little dip into Marks and Spencer's. I've been so fixated on getting the perfect party wear and the perfect Christmas Day outfit that I think I've overlooked what am I going to wear on for those more practical days. You know, when you're just pottering around the house, it's that Twixmas period, or maybe you just want to go out a little bit of shopping. And you know I love my M&S flared trousers and my M&S tops, but they have had so much wear that they are starting to show their age. So in case people pop in or I pop out to see other people, I thought a fresh influx of sort of comfy, casual but smart separates was needed in my wardrobe. So today's haul is for Marks and Spencer's. Like I said, it is comfy casuals. I have got 2 pairs of trousers, 4 tops and a nice warm cardigan. That should get me sorted for those in-between days where you're not getting dressed up but you want to look smart and casual. Now, I've gone for quite muted colours. I feel like I'm in winter mode now, and after Christmas, you know, you just want to sort of play things down a little bit more. These are my all-time favourite trousers from Marks and Spencer's. They have gone viral. I was so lucky to pick these up. They are high rise and they are wide leg in such a lovely heavyweight jersey. I do say that I have worn my navy blue trousers so much I can start to see the wear, but I've definitely had my money's worth out of them because they are a bargain at £17.50. So, size 20, my favourite wide leg trousers. Somebody, last time I hauled those wide leg trousers, recommended that I also try the slim flare ones, also high rise. Lucky enough again to pick them up in a size 20 short. These are a little bit more tapered. They're certainly not as slim as I thought they were going to be when I found them, but it's definitely not as wide leg as the other trousers. I was a little bit worried when somebody recommended them to me that I need the wide leg to balance out my hips, but they assured me that they are flattering. So I'm sorry, it was a while ago. I can't remember who did recommend them, but I found some and I'm going to give them a go. So 2 very basic pairs of black trousers. A new pair to me and an old favourite. 4 tops. I think I might have muted this down just a little bit by picking this up because it is just a plain black top. But because it is this slash neck that I love so much, I thought what a brilliant basic this was going to be in a size 24 because I don't like to be too tight. I like it a loose fit so it's not clinging to all my bits. And at £9.50, what an absolute bargain for a staple. And I know that, like I said, they wash well, but they eventually, like all things, get to that point where they're getting a bit worn out. So, you know, it's only to be expected that you do need to replace these basics, because they are basics that you are wearing all of the time. You know, I have been loving this green at the moment, and I was attracted to this sort of like ditzy sort of leopard print pattern there. It's got that sort of very pale stone colour and sort of almost blue highlights on this olive green background. It's a new favourite colour. I feel that it goes very well with my colouring, so it's something that I'm exploring and trying more of. Picked this up in a size 22, a little bit more expensive, £15. But for that £15, you get long sleeves, and it is in a thicker sort of jersey than the slash neck black one. So I thought that would look nice as well with some plain black trousers. Again, another top that I'm aiming to wear with these black trousers. And this feels a little bit larger, but it's also a lighter weight, almost silky jersey. Lots and lots of nice stretch though. Picked this up in a 22, £12.50. Just a basic shape there, but this has got that V-neck, so hopefully it should be a little bit more flattering. And this sort of zebra print in this muted sort of Air Force blue and a darker navy. Long sleeve again. So I thought that was rather nice, and I may even be able to wear this with my navy blue Marks and Spencer's trousers. So you can see where I'm going with these. I want a small sort of capsule wardrobe with tops and trousers that I can mix and match. Always looking smart, but casual. Blue is a favourite colour of mine, so I went for this. I thought it would brighten up those black trousers. I picked this up in a size 24, and it's actually the same style as the black one. It's got this slash neck there, 3/4 sleeves. Everybody always comments about the navy blue top I've got with the brown stripes. That is the same style. I know I love the style, so I'm just expanding my wardrobe and getting more colours. Loving this blue tone on tone pattern there. Just, you know, inoffensive, isn't it? It's just smart, but a little bit fancier. So I've shown you the 4 tops, and I've shown you the 2 pairs of trousers. The last item is this cardigan, and I loosely call it a cardigan because of the weight, because of the thickness of that knit. You could easily get away with this being sort of like a coatigan. It's not going to be very long. I think it's going to come to about mid-thigh, but it's certainly not a cropped cardigan. Beautiful black rib knit here, and you can see that it's got a chunkier rib than on the sleeve than it has on the main body. And then it's got this lovely diagonal pattern there to bring the cuff in closer. And of course, a little cuff there. No fastenings on this one. It is literally an edge to edge. So if you're one for doing up your cardigans, this probably isn't going to be the one for you. Though I have some like little clips that I could definitely pull it together if I wanted it to be closed. It has 2 little patch pockets, one on each side, and a side vent. Now this edging here at the bottom isn't ribbed, so that's going to allow it just to drape. It's been inserted and joined onto the main part of the knit, but it's not tight. So you're not going to have that where it just sort of booshes in and clings to you. £29.50, that just shows you the quality and the weight of it. And I picked that up in a size 20. Right, I'm going to try these on now. Let's hope they fit and flatter. I did say these are for after Christmas, when we are going into that hibernation mood and we don't have to feel quite so festive. Tried on my all-time favourite trousers, and Marks and Spencer's have not let me down again. These 20s are a perfect fit. They might not be straight after Christmas, but we won't discuss that. But I do love how they just fall down at the front, and that wide leg I find so flattering. I've got these on with a pair of boots from Verveya, and that means that they are not trailing on the ground at all. Fit perfectly over the bottom. I always feel so smart and put together when I wear these trousers from Marks and Spencer's, and for £17.50 you cannot go wrong. So, as an outfit, that is quite a basic look, isn't it? I'm totally in black, but doesn't it elongate me and hopefully make me look slimmer? And that is something that is going to be vital after all the Christmas excesses. Of course, after Christmas, there are going to be lots of sales on, and of course, I am going to be out on the high street even more so. So I thought that this, I must admit, it's a very old wrap. It's from Matalan, I believe, and I've had this years, but over the top, it just elevates this plain black outfit. And I'm going to be smart. I'm also going to be warm, but if I get too hot, I can take this off and place into my designer shopping bag. I'm ready to go shopping. You know I love it, because I just love to bring you lots and lots of hauls. Perfect layering outfit, just jazzed up with this little pashmina. I am loving this colour. I am getting more and more convinced that it is a colour for me. Just not so sure about the style of this top. It is a longer length tunic, which I like because it covers me up, and it's got these little slits at the side that I hadn't quite appreciated. Sleeves slightly too long, push them back. I don't think I'm going to fuss about that too much. The collar, I don't know if you can tell, it just seems to be bagging out just a little bit here, not really lying too straight. But maybe it's just been how it has been hanging on the hanger. I just feel that without a V-neck or this sort of slash neck, it just makes this whole area look quite bold, shall we say. But it's a good length. A little accent pocket there, but you couldn't put anything in because you can see just with my hand it's pulling down the collar. But it's a nice little touch, I suppose. I just feel a bit boxy in it. Maybe it's because I just put the black one on and I was feeling quite sort of svelte and elongated. This, they say the proportions, you should have 2/3 and 1/3. Maybe because it's this longer line, I just feel it's more half and half. I'm only 5'4" and I have to be careful that my legs don't look too short. So I'm on the fence about this one. The only way I might be able to salvage it if I consider that I may be wearing a layering piece on top. So this black cardigan would be that ideal piece. Just putting it on now. Oh dear. No, this is not the ideal piece. The sleeves are very, very long. I would need to turn that cuff back quite a lot. 2 folds in fact. And then that just means that I lose that lovely stitching detail here. I suppose I could ruche it back, but there's so much fabric here. It's just booshing up. I said it was an edge to edge. This size 20, possibly too small for me, is not meeting edge to edge. So it's sort of like an open jacket on me. Yes, I think it sort of balances out my legs and you just see this sort of stripe of the pattern here. But I just feel the fit on this cardigan is not too good on me. It does come to that mid-thigh point that I imagined, and it is hanging very nicely because it's got that very loose rib on the bottom and it's not tight fitting. But just looking in the mirror there, I don't like this. I would like it to sort of meet a little bit better. A size 22 possibly could have been better so that it would have met edge to edge and I didn't feel that this was pulling quite so much, but it wouldn't have made the sleeves any shorter, would it? And these sleeves are just far too long. No, I will not be keeping the cardigan. I think this is better than the green one because of this V. The sleeves are a good length. I quite like the zebra print and I feel that my waist is sort of looking accentuated there. My bust and then my waist, and then it goes down into a longer style tunic. So I will see by the footage how my proportions are. You're a long way there and sometimes it's difficult to tell when I'm looking into the camera screen. But I am quite liking it actually. It certainly is hanging very nicely and loosely. So now I've put on the other pair of trousers, the fit and flare ones, and they are just as good a fit. They are lovely. These have got like an exposed elasticated waistband rather than the covered waistband, but there's plenty of room there and I feel it just does glide over nicely, glides over into the thighs, and you know this is where I need the excess fabric and I often find it's too much there. They're not as tapered and sort of fitted as I imagined they were going to be, and I do love them. I think this may be my new style of trousers rather. So I will look at the footage and decide how I like this top with the trousers, but when I look at it up close, this V-neck does the job it needs to do. I feel it emphasises, brings in my waist. I'm just concerned it's a little bit long and so drowns me a little bit. Do you see what I'm saying about the other top, the other blue one, sort of drowning me a little bit? Because this actually cuts me mid-tum, but I feel it's more flattering. I get away with it because of this slash neck that exposes quite a lot here. But I feel more comfortable in this. Maybe it's because I am used to wearing this style top, having it in several different colours. Loving this one. I also feel it's much more of a brighter sort of colourway. and maybe not so garish. It's quite a muted pattern. So I am loving this top. To be honest, I knew I would, because it is the style and the fit that I like. Of course, I sized up to a 24 to ensure that it's not too tight fitting here. Loving it. This is a keeper. Well, if you've liked anything that you've seen here today, it's not too late. You have still got time to get out to the shops so that you are also prepared to be smart casual over the Christmas holidays. I have bought so many beautiful dresses. I wish I could wear them all the time, but there are times that over the next week or so that I'm just going to need to look smart and casual. And into the new year, I just know I'm going to go on to default, go into that hibernation sort of state that you get into through January and February. Thank you so much for watching. If you are not a subscriber, think about pushing that button, because I am uploading fashion all the time. But for now, goodbye and come back soon.